Okay, welcome to Cooking with Joel. As you can see, there's a little smoke coming out of my big green egg. And I'm going to show you the setup that I use when I grill. I don't use the smoke bot, and this is what they call a smoke bot. What this does is, if I'm doing a long cook with a roast, or I'm smoking something, as you can tell with all this smoke, I have both apple and pecan wood chunks in here that are going to smoke my roast. And I'll show you if you can see it. That's our prime rib roast that I just put on the grill. I use that when I'm doing stuff like that. Sometimes I'll use it for if I'm doing a really long cook and I don't want to monitor my grill. The smoke bot is great for regulating the temperature or really long cooks. If I'm doing something simple like steak, lamb chops, pork chops that don't require a very long cook, I don't use that because it's a hassle to plug it in. But I just put the roast on. It's going to be on for approximately 2 to 2.5 hours of cook time. And then it'll rest for at least a half an hour to 45 minutes. So we're going to make other things today since we're not using the oven, we might make we might do rolls tonight with the dinner. This is a fairly big dinner. It's not a special occasion. It's just middle of the week, Wednesday. I had the roast out was going to cook it for Christmas. I had froze it. I pulled it out about 3 days ago. And you'll see videos of how long I've left it out of the refrigerator today and getting it ready to go on the grill. But basically, it's on the grill. I can monitor it on my iPad, and I'm going to show you guys. The smoke bot is great for me because I can use it for a lot of different stuff. So here, kind of get in. You can see this is the page that the smoke bot uses. That's my what the grill temperature is. That's currently what the grill is at, and that's what my meat or the roast is at right now. So when this gets to be 130 degrees, we'll pull the roast off. So it's got a ways, but this is one way I don't have to be outside lifting my grill. And like I said, when you're making a roast, you can do them several different ways. You can make them in the oven the conventional way, or you can make them on the grill, which is what I am doing today. Now, can you make it on a gas grill? Yeah, you can. You just need to monitor. You need to make sure that your gas grill has enough clearance that you could put a drip pan and a roasting rack on. I have my grill set for indirect cooking, which means I have a plate setter that is absorbing the heat and deflecting it away so that it's going all over my meat. And we'll get into that as the days get longer here in Illinois and as it warms up, as we get closer to spring, and I can do longer explain more outside with the grill, and I can actually show you. It's kind of hard because I've only got about maybe an hour or so left of daylight, and then it'll get dark. And the nice thing about having the smoke bot for my grill is I don't have to be out there with a flashlight looking at it. If I want to look and see, well, what is the grill, I can actually just go on the app and look and say, okay, the meat's fine. I don't need to check on it quite yet. So that's basically what we do when we're making a roast on the grill. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Joel's Kitchen Talks. I'm Joel. Are you getting bored with your vegetables? And by bored, are you making them the same way all the time? Well, sometimes you want to have a change. When I do asparagus, instead of boiling it on the stovetop, will pop it into the toaster oven, and I'll actually roast my asparagus. But if you eat it plain all the time, it can get boring. So I spruce up my asparagus by adding olive oil, garlic, and Parmesan cheese to it. You can really spruce up a vegetable with just a few basic ingredients. Brussels sprouts would be great roasted in the oven with olive oil, garlic, and Parmesan cheese. And you have a great Parmesan and cheese Brussels sprout. Green beans. Beans are usually boiled, but they can also be overcooked. When you're boiling green beans, you don't want to make them mushy unless that's what you like. Usually it's good to cook them and have a little crispness to them. You can also mix them with olive oil. You can do balsamic vinegar on your green beans and serve them a different way. Broccoli, I'll steam my broccoli for a little bit until it's just nice and soft, but not mushy. And then I'll make a cheese sauce for it. There are a lot of different ways that you can serve vegetables. Did you know that you can make a Parmesan cream cheese cauliflower, and you can serve that instead of mashed potatoes? It tastes great, and we'll do a video on how to do that when we're doing our vegetables. So stay tuned. I'm going to be making both mashed potatoes and asparagus tonight. And I've got my potatoes here. They're just waiting for me to put them in a pot. There is a way to spruce up your mashed potatoes also, and you have to keep following me to find out how I do this. Hi all, welcome to Joel's quick tip for kitchen. Have you ever bought vegetables, not used them, and they've gone all wonky? Well, I'm going to teach you how to salvage asparagus. Instead of leaving it in the bag, what you can do when you get it home, break off the bottom and set it in a shallow, upright container of water. This will actually keep your asparagus healthy and will be great for when you go to cook it, if you're not going to use asparagus right away. That is a quick tip from me, Joel. Okay, tonight we're going to talk a little bit about vegetables. And I'm going to see, I can't really move you, so I'm going to have to do this as an up thing. We're going to be talking about this guy, which is asparagus. Ever wonder, or different things to do this other than boiling? Well, you can actually roast these. Roasted asparagus is very good. All you need to do to prepare is very easy. Just snap off the bottom and throw that away. You're going to use the stalks. You can roll the stalks in olive oil, add a little garlic. We like Parmesan cheese, so we put Parmesan cheese in, and they only take about 15 minutes to fully cook. And they are a really good vegetable to have, especially if you're doing a nice vegetable. So, what you can do is just break and set. Break, set. And break and set. So I'm going to turn this around. So hopefully you guys are able to see that. Those are my asparagus. So what we're going to do with the asparagus is we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil. And I have another stock of asparagus that I'm not going to use, so I'm actually going to go ahead and cut the bottom and store it upright in a container of water. That's going to protect my asparagus. And keep my asparagus healthy until I'm ready to use it. Just remember, you are going to have to change the water daily. So another quick tip is always have a container of olive oil in your kitchen. You'll be surprised at how often you're going to use olive oil. I use olive oil almost daily when I'm cooking something. Yeah, this part, okay. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you, is I put my olive oil on. I'm adding a little bit of salt, and I'm going to actually add some garlic to that. Now, if you don't have fresh garlic, that's okay. Actually, for this, you really don't want to use fresh garlic. Save your fresh garlic for sauteing or for your roast or something. You will get olive oil hands if you use your hands, so make sure that you give them a good rinse. I'm going to turn this around. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I do. Most grocery stores sell minced garlic or chopped garlic in little jars or cans. It's great to have in the refrigerator. I go through this more than you would think I would use because we like garlic. Although, fun fact, garlic is not in every Italian dish that you make. The Americans are the ones that have added a lot of garlic to sauces and stuff. But true Italian cooking doesn't necessarily have a lot of garlic. So I'm going to show you on here. I just did a good dollop or a good tablespoon of garlic. What you're going to do is you're just going to use your hands and you're going to rub it so that your asparagus looks like your asparagus is going to look like that. And you're going to notice you don't have your asparagus is all mixed in with the garlic. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put this in a 375-degree oven for about 10 minutes. At the 10-minute mark, your asparagus is not going to be fully cooked. It's going to take about another 5 minutes. But now you can add your Parmesan cheese and let it go for the last 5 minutes. Your family will adore this recipe, and I think it's very good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, welcome to Cooking with Joel, or a quick tidbit of Joel's Kitchen. I've got my mashed potatoes, or my potatoes, ready to be boiled to make into mashed potatoes. If you're cooking mashed potatoes, what you want to do is get them, have a decent sized chunk. They're going to take a while to boil. Don't crowd them in the pan. Put them in a bigger pan. If you are using a lot of potatoes, go to the next size up pan that you have, such as this guy. Part of my Alquad set. They'll boil. Once they boil, they'll boil for 25 minutes, and then they'll turn into a really nice mashed potato. So that was my quick tip for you.